What's up? This is 104.1 KRBE. My name is Tyler Fry, the host of H-Town Live here in Houston, Texas. Welcome in, Kane Brown.
How you doing?
Doing pretty fantastic. Welcome back to Houston. Well, in the virtual sense, welcome back. You performed at Rodeo Houston in 2019. You're in the top 20 biggest artist attendance performances of all time. So talk about that Rodeo Houston experience and how was that for you?
Oh, dude, it was amazing. I felt like, I tell everybody, I felt like a WWE star when I was coming out. They had fireworks shooting up and everything. And everybody was just so nice. Everybody was singing my songs back. It was just a crazy experience. And it sucked because I was supposed to do that show. I drove out to Houston and woke up when all the shows got canceled. I was supposed to play that day.
Right,
And,
right, yeah.
I just drove out to Houston to grab some lunch and drive back to Nashville.
Well, hopefully in 2021 you can come back and when everything is getting somewhat back to normal, we'd love to have you back again.
I'd love to be back.
So you're a busy man here in 2020. Let's run it down. In the past couple weeks or months, you co-hosted the CMTs last week. You're an advisor on Team Blake on The Voice. You performed at the BBMAs, and tonight you're going to be on the Late Show with James Corden. How do you keep up with all this stuff?
It's a lot easier when everything's virtual now. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's good. We've been staying busy. Usually we'd be torn right now. So if I wouldn't have all these things we're doing, I'd probably drive myself crazy just looking at the walls.
Yeah.
But it's been good. It's been keeping my face in front of people, and being able just to keep working.
Well, yeah, as my mom says, if you're busy, it keeps you out of trouble. So.
Yeah. Definitely.
Let's talk about your music. Congrats, your third EP, the Mixtape Volume 1, which features a number of songs like Cool Again, Worldwide Beautiful, Be Like That. Of course, the song we're playing with Sway Lee and Khalid. Talk about what went into making that EP.
And a lot of it was just songs that we already had. And then Be Like That was... Once it took us a while to get Be Like That finished. That's what kind of kept the EP back, because Khalid was traveling. I think he was in like Tokyo, and he was just all over the place. So we got lucky and got him the last day before we were supposed to push the EP out. He recorded it the day before, and we got all that in. So honestly, man, we called it a mixtape just because it's all over the place. We have like a 90s country song on there called BFE. We have Cool Again on there, which was my last single to country radio. And then we had Be Like That. And then we got some other stuff in there. One sounds like Benny and the Jets. So it's just one big mixtape, which is the kind of artist I am. I love just being outside the box and doing everything, and just having a good time.
Well, congrats on Be Like That. That's a song we're playing at KRBE 104.1, and it's a smash. Everybody's loving it. It's always top 5 on the countdown that I do every night, so congrats on that.
Thank you.
You've worked with some big names. You're collabing like Sway Lee, Khalid, Camila Cabello, Becky G, Marshmello, Brooks and Dunn. Are these relationships that you build in the music industry, or are these friends, or how do these collabs come about? Take us like behind the scenes of that.
Yeah, we end up being friends with everybody. I think it starts out kind of as business, and then if the personalities clash, right, it just becomes a friendship. I became friends with Marshmello, Brooks and Dunn. Definitely Khalid and Sway Lee, those are my guys. And it also just makes, because you have to live with this song throughout the time period it's at radio, and you have to do, award shows or shoot a music video. When you can get that friendship bond, it just makes it so much more fun. So I'm so glad that I got to work with those guys, and they're all killing the game right now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to have good friends that are really popular as well and successful. That's a good thing. You recently dropped the music video for Worldwide Beautiful, which has an emotional message, especially here in 2020. Talk about what went into that song and that music video.
Man, the song came, we were sitting on my back porch, just looking around. It was super sunny that day, super blue sky, super green trees. So we just talked. I came up with the title "Worldwide Beautiful," and I was writing with a good buddy of mine, Shy Carter, which we talked about the race thing before together and wrote about it in my song called "Learning." And after we finished the song, my camera guy, which is usually always my director, came up with this beautiful message of saying, we're leaving the world in our kids' hands. So don't teach hate. And it's just a beautiful message. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's just saying that everybody needs to love everybody, especially in 2020. We need to put more love into this world. My daughter made her debut appearance in that video. I'm holding her at the end. And it was me being a dad. It was a proud moment for me.
Well, it's funny that you say that, because that was my next question. I haven't talked to you since you became a girl dad. So how's that been, becoming a father to a baby girl?
It's been awesome, man. She doesn't act like a girl. She beats me up. She bit my shoulder today. It hurt like but she's great, man. It's been a blessing to be here and get to watch her grow up and watch her personality change. Only word she can say so far is dog. We went to the zoo the other day, and every animal that was there was a dog.
Was a dog. Hey, yeah, so I have a dog. She's sleeping somewhere over here somewhere. So I like it. Dogs are good. I have a question to ask you, because everything I see on the internet, I believe is true, right? Like, that's the thing. If it's on the internet, it's true. Did you get lost in your backyard? Was that a thing? And you had to call the cops to find your way back home?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. Everybody's saying it's like right now. We moved in, and the media is saying that I got lost on 30 acres, which is stupid as hell. Because I own 30 acres and it's backed up to 3,000 acres that Tennessee owns. So I ended up, it literally looked like Blair Witch out there. It was pitch black. You couldn't see your hand in front of your face. It started raining. It was just a bad situation. The only reason we had to call the cops, though, was because a girl was having an asthma attack.
Oh, no.
So we had to try. It was my buddy's girlfriend. So we had to try and get her back.
Yeah, the Blair Witch. I don't know if anybody's seen that movie. That's a very scary scenario. So, yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad we cleared that up then.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of big fans here. They're joining here with us on our virtual Studio 104 here on KRBE. And my interview side is done. So they're going to jump in and they're going to ask you some questions. You all right with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So first up, we have Queen from Sugarland. If we can bring her into the picture. Queen from Sugarland. Let's see here. Shout out to my guy Mumbles. He's making this thing happen behind the scenes. I'll read the. All right. Queen from Sugarland. I'll ask for a question for her. Number one, what's your biggest achievement?
I would say my biggest achievement, I guess, in the music industry. To me, it's what would be my biggest achievement? We have two of my biggest songs are both 5 times platinum. I was 6 times platinum, my fault. And yeah, I would say, I guess that's my biggest achievement so far. And
all right,
that's my baby girl. I got to throw her in there.
Yes, absolutely. Move on. I think we have Leonie. Leonie, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. She's from Richmond. Let's see if we can bring them in here. She's coming on shortly right here.
Hello.
Hey, hi. Hello. Leonie, is that how you say your name? Or how do you?
Yes, that's how you say my name.
Well, you're up. You ask Kane Brown one of your questions.
Okay, one of my questions was, how did your family react when you first told them you wanted to be a singer?
I didn't tell any of my family I wanted to be a singer. I was actually living on my own when everything started, and they told me, like only 1% of artists that try to make it, make it. But Facebook was on my side, so I'm here now. But they're happy for me, and I'm just grateful to be here.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you,
we will move on to Andrea from Houston as we bring her in here. Andrea, you there? Hey, there you are.
Hi.
Hi, you are up. Ask Kane Brown a question.
First of all, I just want to say I love you so much. You're like the best artist out there I can think of. You have such a beautiful family and everything. My question would be, if you could collaborate with anybody, past or present, who would it be?
I would love. I gotta say, the King, man. I would love to collaborate with Michael Jackson. That'd be awesome. It'd be different, but I'd love to do it. You know.
Not bad at all. Well, thank you so much, Andrea.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day.
Next up, we have Autumn from Cyprus. We bring Autumn from Cyprus in here.
Hello.
Autumn, hi.
Hi.
Go ahead and ask Kane Brown a question.
Okay, my question is, what is the number one challenge you face being famous, and what would you change about it?
The number one challenge. There she is. The number one challenge about being famous, which I don't know. I'm different. I don't consider myself famous, but whenever I go out in public, you know, I sometimes feel like that tiger in the cage that everybody's taking a picture of.
Yeah.
You know, which I love. I love it too, because it's like you do want to have your personal time. Like if me and my wife go out to eat, but you also want to give the fans, you know, a picture and say, hey, and thank you for their support, because without them, you wouldn't be here. So it's kind of trying to draw a line, you know, when you do it, when you don't do it.
Yeah. Well, they should respect your private family time.
Yeah,
Maybe.
you know,
Catch you when you're walking out.
Yeah, I mean,
Not while you're eating.
Yeah, I usually, if somebody does that, I can't deny them. If they're like, we saw you eating, but we were waiting for you to get finished. Like those are the people that you love.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, Autumn, thank you so much for hanging out.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
All right. Next, we have Ashlyn from Laporte. You bring Ashlyn up here into our virtual Studio 104. Go ahead and ask a question for. Oh, there you are. Hey.
Hi, how are you?
This right now.
Oh, those are happy tears, I hope.
I'm scaring her.
Awesome.
Go ahead and ask a question to Kane Brown.
Okay.
For you. Hey, Kane, how's it going?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Good. We want to know, what is your favorite song from out of all the albums you have written?
Oh man. You know, you mine are so personal, you kind of fall in love with all of them. I could tell you, well, right now, Worldwide Beautiful is probably one of my favorite. But to sing live, I would have to say Good As You. Good As You goes over so well live. And of course, Be Like That. Be Like That's just fun. And it's, you know, it's new. It's being played right now. So I gotta throw that in there.
Yay.
What are you crying for? Don't cry.
I think you made everybody in that household's day right there.
Yes.
Well, thanks for stopping by, guys. We appreciate you hanging out in our virtual Studio 4. We will move on to our next listener, fan, Stephanie from Nevasota. I should know how to say that. I've been here too long. Stephanie, let's bring Stephanie in.
Can you hear me?
Stephanie, yes. Hi.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Go ahead, and the stage is yours for Kane Brown.
Okay.
There we go. Now we can say.
Okay. Sorry, sitting here in the kitchen. My question is not really a question, except if I wanted to ask you if you do me a favor. Tomorrow is I have a set of boy-girl twins. They couldn't be here today because they're still in school. My daughter is so bummed I couldn't get her out of class early, but they're turning 15 tomorrow. So I just wanted to ask Kane if he could just do me a favor and give them a shout out and say happy birthday to them. My son's name is Lucas and my daughter's name is Livia.
Olivia?
Livia. No
Livia.
O.
Livia. Okay.
Just Livia.
All right. Ready?
Yeah. Yes.
Happy birthday, Lucas and Livia. I remember when I turned 15, and you only got one more year so you can drive, but it's going to be worth it.
They're pushing now to start learning. Livia's a lot better than Lucas.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Stephanie, thank you so much, and happy birthday to those twins.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Got a couple more. Thanks for hanging out, Kane Brown, and we'll get you on your way. No busy schedule. But Julia, let's bring Julia from Bel Air in here. Fresh Prince.
Hi.
Julia,
Hi.
the stage is yours.
Hello. First of all, happy belated birthday
Thank you.
and happy early birthday to Kingsley.
It's already been a year. It's crazy.
Oh, it goes by really fast. So my question is, other than Houston, of course, what is your favorite city that you have ever stopped at during a tour?
There's a couple places, and I mean, of course, I gotta say Chattanooga because that's my hometown. But I would say like I don't really have cities. I would say states. I know Ohio and Michigan. They always bring the energy. Wisconsin,
But
and
Houston, of
of
course,
course,
right?
huh?
Houston, of course, right?
Oh yeah, Houston's already there. Houston's on top of the list. I actually have a band member from Houston. Uh,
Ah,
so I remember we came down. What was the boardwalk we did?
Kima.
Kima?
Kima. That was so fun. I think they shut the city down for that because there was like 10,000 people there, and they had that little baby PA system that wouldn't reach to far back. So it was awesome. And then of course the Houston Rodeo. So you can't beat Houston.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Julia, thank you. Let's bring in, I think we have one more. Amy. Let's bring in Amy. All right, I think we're having some trouble getting Amy, so I'll ask her question. Are you planning on making more songs in Spanish since you did a song with Becky G?
Hopefully down the road. Like I said, I just like to be outside the box. So maybe eventually. I kind of learned how to sing Homesick in Spanish. So I'm learning. I'm learning. Maybe eventually. I'd love to do a song with what's his name? Bad Bunny?
Yes. It's huge right now. That's a question I forgot to ask you is with all this genre and all these different styles that you do sing, what would you consider yourself? I mean, you're country pop artist that does country. Like, do you even put yourself in a category?
The main thing would be, pop country. I feel like that's the thing because that's what I do. So, yeah, that's the category I put myself in. But I know, your country lane and then the pop lane. Yeah, I think it's just all about the lanes and knowing which song goes where.
Well, we appreciate you hanging out tonight or today. You're going to be on the Late Show with James Corden, right, tonight?
Mm-hmm.
And are you going to you're performing?
Yeah.
What song? Can you tell us what you're performing, what you're doing?
Yeah. I'm doing my new single to country radio, Worship You.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
We'll be sure to tune in for that. Kane Brown, thanks for hanging out in our virtual Studio 104. You've had many successful years in this business, and it will continue that way. That's what it seems.
Well, thank you, buddy.
So thanks for hanging out, Kane Brown, everybody.
Later.
See you.